Coach, could you talk about the decision to have Manuel take the penalty kick, not Lewis Morgan?
Yeah, because Eli scored in the Leagues Cup 2 times, and in this situation he was very confident about that. So, and this is then the decision that Eli take this penalty, and yeah, was for sure was then unlucky, and that he missed this moment.
Next, we go to James.
Thanks, Coach. Daniel Edelman has been terrific in the midfield for long stretches of the season, and you award him with a little bit of responsibility and leadership, giving him the captain's armband. Just speak a little bit about that decision.
Yeah. First of all, it was great behavior from Carlos Coronel. We had in this morning a conversation about this topic, and Carlos said for himself, for the group, and he thinks that could be better for this game, that Danny Edelman is the captain, and this is for me, first of all, great behavior from Carlos Coronel, and yeah, with his mentality, Danny Edelman, he's very important for us, and also with his development in possession, and yeah, he showed this the whole 100 minutes today, Danny Edelman, to be very strong in the duels, to organize our structure and our defense, and also to organize our structure and our offense behavior. And in this case, I'm very satisfied about the behavior from Carlos, and also I'm very happy about the performance from Danny.
Next, we go to Luca.
Hi, Coach. Just curious a bit about what you kind of try to instill in the boys for pushing on for late goals. We had the equalizer against Sporting Kansas City 2 weeks ago, and now the late equalizer tonight. And just kind of what's the motivation at the end for the players there?
Yeah, at the end, I would say, and I said this directly in the locker room, it's a different feeling when we compare this to the game against Kansas City, for example. And but now today, for me, the performance was very well at the beginning, with the whole energy, with the whole intensity, and also create a lot of good moments, good chances in our possession. And especially then also beginning of the second half, we had our moments, and yeah, we made 2 mistakes in our defense behavior. But the second goal was then also a great shot from Mosquera. In the first goal, which we conceded, the rest defense was not very well in this moment. And but when I analyzed the whole performance, it was for me very well, and it's then also not so easy to come back when you concede the second goal, and to see then the mentality. And at the end, we can also score the third goal for getting 3 points. But this is that's okay. It's a different feeling, like Kansas City, and I'm proud. I'm proud of this mentality, of this behavior from the whole team today.
Next, we go to Voss.
Thank you for the time, Coach. Tough result, but I think a deserved point, to say the least. Can you just speak about how the game played out? Atlanta United really tried to overload like one side of the midfield in the first half, but your side did well to nullify most of the attacks outside of just a penalty. And in the second half, they were very content with just staying behind the ball. Can you just talk about the adjustments that your team made to get into that game and get the result going into the derby next week?
Yeah, we have now 1 week to prepare the Hudson River Derby for the next week against New York City. But I would say our preparation before this game was more than we are playing against the back four. And I think the last game which they played with 3 center backs was against DC United from Atlanta. But we prepared then in the locker room our situation, especially in possession, which position we have to occupy. And yeah, we did it very well. We had the good moments, very good deep runs, and also when it was close on one side, then to have these switch moments then in the far half space, that was very well. But how we concede the first goal, this was then the long switch to the other side, was a very difficult pass, and then the second touch was not good enough, and then they solved the situation, diagonal, and then this long ball. This is what we have to improve then, especially to organize our rest defense. But yeah, what I said at the beginning of the press conference, when I analyzed the performance, the behavior, especially the reaction after the game last week against Chicago, I'm very satisfied, and especially then also to come back after this second goal which we concede.
Next, we go to Sean.
Coach, how would you compare and contrast your thinking on the very late yellow card goal, and then your team never saying die, not quitting, and pulling even again very late as well?
Yeah, we had a very good example for the game. We talked about Roger Federer, to be honest, and we saw statistics and numbers of all his games and his tournaments, and he's one of the best, or he was one of the best professional tennis player. He won everything, and he got 54%. He wins 54% all points. So he lost 46 points. So this, when you think about, I got this question at the beginning of the week, and I thought this is maybe 75% like this, that he won every point, but it's only 56%. And we talked about, this was our main part in our pre-match meeting, that we never give up, that we have to believe in everything when we make a mistake, when it's the next situation, the next duel, which we maybe lose, or then also to miss a pass, or to miss a chance, and to miss the penalty. So, but at the end, the behavior, the mentality after that was, for me, was great today. For sure, we are disappointed for the result, because when you see the numbers and a lot of shots, a lot of good moments, we missed the penalty. We are disappointed about the result, but the behavior, especially after the last week against Chicago, was, for me, was great.
Next, we go to Daniel Rebe.
How you doing, Coach? You talked about the missed penalty with Elias, but could you talk about his mentality to get back into the game and recover mentally to get that equalizing goal in the 93rd minute?
Yeah, I tried to talk about that the last 2 minutes, to be honest. Maybe, yeah, but it's very important. It's very important to have done this reaction also in the game, because directly changed some situations. You concede the second goal, and the result last week was not good. Then the home game against Kansas City was also not so the best result, and also not the best performance. But to keep this energy, and from the beginning till the end, and when you concede a goal, this is a great mentality, and we need this mentality. So, and without this mentality, so I'm not sure that we have this individual quality then to win games with 70-80%. We need this competition every day, every match day on Saturday. And that is for me great, and then also when you scored the second goal, and then also to have 3, 4, 5 minutes, and you want to win, and you create these moments, you create this situation. The stadium was loud, the atmosphere was great, and this is what we need. And especially, so next week we have a big game against New York City, and this is now what we have to prepare.
Next, we go to Sebastian.
How you doing, Coach? As a leader of the team and as a coach, what make you talking about the late goal and the guys giving everything through the end?
I have to answer now about the mentality.
No. But no. I get that. But make you that more happy that situation that you're always fighting today. Fighting through the end, or make you more angry the way you leave Atlanta coming back and almost get the 3 points in the game?
Yeah, for sure we are disappointed about that we have only 1 point in our home game now with our stadium, and the atmosphere was great today. For sure we are disappointed about the result. But at the end, when you come back, especially after last week, this game in Chicago, what I said, and to come back, and this is the reason why I'm very proud of the whole team, and not only for the starting lineup, for the whole substitutions, for the whole roster which we have, and also the atmosphere in our locker room. And this is very important. This is very important for us, and to keep this energy, to keep this level, to keep this intensity. And yeah, for me as a head coach to see this, it's great. It's great. So, and you can imagine if you lose this game 2 against 1, and I think then I will get another questions then to talk about the mentality, to be honest.
Everyone, we have time.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with Coach. First, we'll go to Christian, then we'll finish up with Gary. Christian, you have the floor.
Good evening, Coach. I promise it won't be about mentality, but
It's no problem. Mentality is an important topic.
I do
Without mentality, it's...
I do want to ask you about the confidence of Elias Manuel and Dante Vencier going into next match. How important is it?
Yeah, sorry for interrupting. Very important that both strikers scored, and also then Dante. And last week he made the assist to the goal from Dennis. And yeah, then he was also directly in the game, in our pressing, in deep runs, and he had also good shots. And where the goalkeeper had great saves. So it's good. It's good that also both strikers, that they're able to score in these difficult matches and difficult moments. And yeah, this is what we need. This is what we need now the next 4 games, and then we will see what happened after the regular season.
And we'll finish up with Gary.
Hey, Coach, focusing on the next game with NYCFC, they're going to be missing some of their players coming into the game. However, you're going to be gaining back Forsberg, which is going to be a very huge piece. And something that I sort of was missing toward the push toward the end. There was something missing that last piece. How are you looking forward to that, having one of your best players and your captain leading in that position for that game if it gets tight, just like this?
Yeah, for sure. Emil is a very important player for us. Luis Morgan is very important with the experience, especially with this young group. And we are looking forward now, and we will see what happens now the next week in our team training session. And the last 3 days, he joined the 70% of the team training session. So we will see tomorrow's training, recovery training, and for these players which didn't play today, they have also then tomorrow field training on the pitch. And hopefully he will be ready, but he was also, 10 weeks, 12 weeks out. So, and I think it's also not a good situation now to give him the whole pressure for the game next week, because also this is normal then when you're injured after this long term and to come back. So he needs also time, but as a leader, and he can also make the difference, especially in the final third with the last pass and also able to score. It's very important player for us for sure. And great mentality.
Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
No, you want to ask? No, okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you.